I am going to be putting together this 1,000 piece puzzle. Let's get started. Okay, I'm going to open the box and I'm going to empty out all the puzzle pieces. Have a poster what the puzzle will look like when I complete it. Nice. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to separate all the puzzle pieces. The puzzle pieces with the straight edges I'm going to put on this side, and all the puzzle pieces that do not have a straight edge, I'll put on this side. So I'm going to separate them, and then I'm going to come back. And now I separated the puzzle pieces, have all my edges here, and all the puzzle pieces that don't have edges is on this side. So now I'm going to start putting my edges together to make my puzzle frame. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to separate these pieces and put my edges together to make my puzzle frame, and I will come back with my progress. I want to show the progress of how I put the edges together and how my frame is almost coming together. I'm going to continue to work on it, and when I come back I'll show you the completed frame. Okay, I have my puzzle frame, but I'm missing a piece right here. And that's okay because it's somewhere in this puzzle pile. Sometimes you overlook. So what I'm going to do now is I see in Italy there's this umbrella here. So I'm going to pull out all the pieces, the stripes for the umbrella, and then I'm going to come back and show you what I have. Okay, we're looking at the puzzle box. This is a picture of Italy. So I have pulled pieces for the umbrella. And those are the pieces here. Sometimes I can overlook some pieces. There's so many pieces. So I pulled out most of the pieces for the umbrella. So I'm going to work on that and then I'm going to come back. Okay, I have my umbrella pieces together here. Italy is very colorful building, so there's a lot of color. I'm going to start pulling out these lighter pieces, these lighter green pieces here. And that's part of a building. So I'm going to pull out mostly all those lighter pieces and I will come back. I pulled out the lighter pieces. I also saw this part of the umbrella, so I just put that together. So I'm going to put this building together with these green pieces and I will come back. I have completed the light green building. It was the building that stood out of all the buildings here. So I see there are some darker green buildings. I'm going to pull out most of my dark green pieces and then I will be back. I pulled out a lot of green pieces, and what I noticed is there's a lot of different shades of green, probably for different buildings. Because I looked at my puzzle box and there's a lot of buildings that have green in them as far as the water and the boat, and it's just a lot of different greens. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to work on it slowly and pull more, because if you see I have still more green in this puzzle pile. So I'm going to work on what I have here and then I'm going to come back. I'm still putting these green pieces together. As you can see, I have most of them kind of put together. So I'm going to keep working on it. Some pieces went down here too. And I'm going to come back. Okay, so I completed the building with this green. Okay, and I had these little pieces left over, so I'm going to move these over. I'm going to go over here to my puzzle pile. I don't want to do green anymore, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start pulling out all the reds. I'm going to take all the reds and, yeah, I'm just going to start working on some red buildings. So I'm going to pull those and I'll be back. I pulled out some red pieces from my puzzle pile. Well, look at my puzzle pile. As you can see, there's still some more red pieces over here. There's no wrong way or right way of putting this puzzle together. It's what your eyes see. And then I started off with this umbrella here, and then I worked on my greens, and now I'm moving to my reds. So I'm going to see what I come up with when I put these pieces together, and then I will be back. I'm going to show parts of the red that I've been putting together. So I'm kind of stuck, so I'm just going to put pieces where they belong, and then I will come back and let you see my progress. Okay, all the red pieces that I put together in the buildings, I put where they belong. And so right here, I'm a little stuck. So I'm going to go to my puzzle pile. I'm going to pull out these pieces, which is part of the sky. So I'm going to pull those pieces out, and then I'm going to come back. Here I have most of the pieces for the sky. So I'm going to work on that, and I'm going to come back and let you see my progress. I have my sky attached, and I was able to attach this building. Also, I attached these buildings over here. So now I have these pieces here, which is a building that goes in between here, where I'm going to go to my puzzle pile, and I see these pieces. And I'm going to pull them out. And then I'm going to come back. I pull the pieces for the building that goes in between these two buildings. I moved my red down because I don't want to work on that right now, so I'm going to work on the building. So I'm going to complete that, and then I'm going to come back. I have completed the building here, started working on another building. So what I'm going to do now, I'm looking at my puzzle box, I'm going to start working on the buildings above these buildings here. So I'm going to pull some more pieces from my puzzle pile and work on those buildings, and I will come back. I pulled some more pieces from my puzzle pile. All the pieces I pulled look like they have windows or doors or anything that looked like a building. I pulled and put up there. I started filling in some buildings here, and as you go along, you're going to find a piece you remember. Pull some pieces that help me fill in this building here. So as you go along, you're going to find a piece. You could always put it in and keep going. So what I'm going to do now is work on the pieces I have up here and see where I can fill them in at and complete a building. And then I will come back. I have completed most of the building here. I have a few pieces left over. The rest of the pieces are in the puzzle pile. I am a little stuck right now, so I'm going to go to the bottom of my puzzle where there's like boat and water. So I'm going to start pulling those pieces for that, and then I'm going to come back. I pulled most of my pieces. I'm going to try to complete this section where the boat and the water is, and also there's some pieces here that looks like a walkway, and I had pulled those pieces out as well. So I'm going to put those pieces in, and then I'm going to come back. I am back, and I want to show what I've accomplished on the puzzle, which is the water on this side, and then part of the walkway. I still have a few pieces missing. I did complete some other pieces I have here, and those are the pieces that I have left. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to continue to put the pieces in, and I'll come back with my progress. The Italy puzzle is almost complete. Very nice. I have more pieces to put in. So I'm going to put those pieces in, and when I come back, I will show the complete puzzle. I have completed the puzzle. Thank you so much for watching.